Okay, hopefully everybody that is in the chat can hear us. I need to double check on here and make sure that we're live for all five people watching us.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna beat your what y'all had 24.
We had 20.
Last one,
yeah.
I was up there.
Just make sure you're right up on that camera.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we should be golden. I'm just waiting for. Yep, looks like we got video going. We got everything's going. Obviously, there's a delay within the chat. So we had a little bit of difficulty getting things started today, but I think we got it together. Together.
It took a while, but we got it though. Gotta love technology.
A little bit of Facebook didn't want to act right. Trying to broadcast the stream over Twitch and Facebook. You know what? I should start recording as well. Boom. Now I'm recording. Yeah, so trying to broadcast the stream on Facebook and Twitch, but Facebook didn't want to act right. Facebook was acting up the whole time. So, but I think we got it together now. I'm pretty sure everybody can see us. I'm hoping they can.
Yeah.
Chris is looking good on camera.
Trying to.
You know, it seems like everything is copacetic.
Pop's already watching.
Is he?
He's in there. Pops is here.
Everybody's in there, so everybody should be good to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everybody can see us. Doesn't look like it's frozen or anything like that. Nope. What does Pop say? Does Pop say everything's running smooth?
Pops, can you hear everything?
He'll probably.
It's gonna take him some time.
Right. It's gonna be a little bit behind.
Gonna be behind.
So today we are with the one and only Mr. 3-time award-winning, one of the top photographers, in my opinion, the top photographer in the area. The one and only 3-time award-winning Mr. Chris Goody is with us today.
Oh man!
Hey,
I like that.
You get a little bit of applause.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not messing around, man. We're not messing around.
That's what's up, man.
Mr. Chris Goody is with us. Good to have you here, man.
Yeah, man.
Good to have you here.
Got the live going.
It's trying.
Yeah.
It does what it does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it does what it does. So it's trying. Cool. So I got to remember to keep switching because I always forget.
They don't got a remote you can just hold?
You know, they should. I think.
I'm about to say they might have one.
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. I personally haven't got it yet. So I don't see anybody in the stream chat. Hopefully they can see us.
Say 6.
I mean, there's people there. It's just nobody's chatting.
Oh,
so
ain't talking about that yet.
Yeah. So hopefully.
A coworker in here, Sharnina.
Oh snap! Did she say anything?
Nope. It just say she watching.
Oh hey.
That's all that matters.
Hey, Baxter Ordinary's in here, and she just chatted.
What's the name? Baxter what?
Becky. So that my friend who's a makeup artist, she's a freaking wizard when it comes to makeup. Her name is Becky. She goes by Baxter Ordinary on, I believe, Instagram and Twitter and probably Snapchat as well. But she's a fucking wizard when it comes to makeup, dude. Like she does like makeup tutorials on YouTube, and
yeah, we met her. Well, I met her. You didn't. I met her. I forgot where we was. We was on what's 25th somewhere, I think.
Oh, really?
Some studio, I think y'all was going to.
Oh yeah. I think that was the day that her and I was shooting.
You're right.
We were shooting one of her tutorials at the old studio that I used to go to.
What's up, man?
Yeah, she's in here. She just said what's up in the chat. Oh, there's some people popping up in the chat.
Okay.
I should probably pull it up on my phone because that would be.
That's what I'm looking at. I need to like have something here so I can see.
That'd probably be a lot easier for me to just pull it up there. And then
got 11. We got 11.
Oh snap! We had 11.
We got 11. We making way. We making way. But I forgot.
Oh, Brian's in here too. Cool. All right, we are good to go. So,
sir.
Mr. Chris Goody.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on in the world of photography, my good sir?
Gosh, I'm trying. Oh my God. Coronavirus is just
right?
booking everything right now.
So let me ask you this. Let's just get it right into some things. With Corona going on, I noticed a lot of people were doing they were doing like photo shoots over FaceTime.
Yeah.
Did you ever get into any of that?
No, I don't see myself. I gotta have a camera in my hand.
I feel that.
And over the phone, that ain't it for me, man.
My question is, how would that even work? Like, I saw a couple of the pictures and like they were cool, but like, did you even look into how that would even work or anything? Like what is it? How do you even do a photo shoot over FaceTime?
Right, because you got to position, you got to pose them.
Yeah.
All of that. And then you got to think lighting and all that. I don't know how they.
I don't know. Like, are they taking the picture with the FaceTime camera?
They have to. That's the only way. But then it's not raw. It's not a raw image.
Yeah. I feel like at that point it takes a lot of editing to
a lot of editing.
Just a whole bunch of editing just to get it to look good.
Yeah, I didn't take part in that during the COVID.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing that so like I knew some people that had did it, but it wasn't really a thing that I had honestly any interest in at all whatsoever. Like I was just like, it's not something that I want to do. Yeah, that's not the move.
It's probably fun. It's definitely probably a fun thing to do. But
I could see it being fun, but
I was seeing people booking shoots.
Yeah, booking their advertising and book, and I'm not hating on it at all.
Yeah.
Like, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But people were like booking shoots and doing like full blown photo shoots over FaceTime. I don't understand how.
I don't know. That's not a photo shoot to me. I guess.
Not really. I mean, and the thing is, photo shoots in and of themselves are kind of pretty socially distant. You know, you're not within the 6 feet thing. You're not within 6 feet of your client. So most of the time, like a lot of the photo shoots that people do are kind of socially distant. But yeah, that's just something that I don't know. I just wanted to ask your opinion on that. And it's something that I never got into, obviously. Clearly something that you never got into. So photography, man. Let me ask you this. What because I'm sure people want to know as we start building up more and more people in the chat. What got you into photography?
I actually wasn't even supposed to be in photography. It was supposed to be video work. Yes, video work was supposed to be my main thing I was doing. Went to school for the broadcasting, learning the TV and radio aspect of it. I even went to school. I was like, I want to do the radio. Okay. Then I got into the video side of it, and I'm like, I like doing this. Okay. Then doing the school for about a year or so, graduated, top of the class, learning how to edit.
Hold on, let me.
Hey, I don't play now.
Top of the class.
Top of the class, yes. Top of the class, and but yeah, like learning there. I wanted a camera like soon as I got done, and the cameras there were. I didn't even have a budget. My mom and dad, they helped me out. They was like, yeah, we went to, I think, H.H. Gregg when they was out.
Holy crap. You got
first camera at H.H. Gregg.
Wow. Woo. I bet they charged you a grip for that.
Gosh. Ooh, they threw, we got a bundle, we got the lens, we got the bag, we even give you a memory card. I'm just eating it up like, yeah, go ahead, I'll take it all. Man, shoo. Man.
H.H. Gregg, oh my God.
That was a good store.
Yeah.
It was a good store.
Yeah, I mean.
Wasn't much in there, but it was a good store. You literally had 5 key items.
I'm not going to lie. My first HD TV was bought from H.H. Gregg. It was bought from an H.H. Gregg. Now that I think about it. It was a solid store. It didn't last.
It didn't.
Didn't last at all. They went the way of the dodo bird quick. It wasn't a lot.
They had literally every washer and dryer. You could find every washer and dryer. And
like 5 TVs.
5 TVs, yes. On their departure, they had a whole bunch in the back.
Yeah. The ones in the back came out of nowhere. Like when they were having that closing sale, they were like, "Oh yeah, we got all these TVs."
Where was that one at? I came here 2 weeks ago. Wasn't there? Yeah.
Oh,
they definitely had the TVs for sure.
Yeah, they had the TVs on deck.
I think we got our first flat screen from them.
Really?
Yep. For the living room.
Mine wasn't even a flat screen, man. Mine was actually a DLP. Do you remember those?
What?
DLP
Oh.
stands for digital light projector.
Gosh, you lost me there. Lost me on that one.
So right when HD was a thing, obviously everybody was buying LCD TVs, and LCD TVs had a problem with like burning and stuff. So when I went to get my first HD TV, the guy at H.H. Gregg was like, "Hey, you should check out DLP because it's full 1080p. It doesn't have the burn in." And what else did he say? He was like, if there's ever a problem, you just get a new bulb, and it's basically a brand new TV.
Oh my God, you had to buy a bulb for your TV? Oh my gosh.
Oh man, yeah, man. Had to get a bulb. Had to get a bulb for it. That was
actually one of my teachers from the school was in here.
Oh really?
Brian Travlick, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yup.
What's up, Brian?
He says it was supposed to be video. See, I was supposed to be in the video world.
Oh snap, my man Ducky's in the chat right now.
Okay.
Oh snap.
Brent says H.H. Gregg was going up on their prices. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. That 32 do not cost $300. That's $150 right there. You ain't lying with that one. Okay.
Yeah, H.H. A lot of the big box stores during that time. I mean, you got to figure a 1080p TV at that time was like so John Doe, right?
Yeah.
When he got his first, not his first, but when he finished his house and stuff like that, he got a TV for it. He was looking at HD TVs, and I was like, at the time, I was like, the sweet spot for how far away you're sitting from it is like 42 inches, right? Mm-hmm. That was the sweet spot. That TV at the time, 1080p, 42 inches was like $900. Yeah. That same TV now is like $150. I can probably get that TV for $100 on Facebook Marketplace. Honestly, like. When HD was first a thing, it was so expensive. And if you went to big box stores, dude, they were charging like $50 for cables.
Oh, my goodness.
Like $50 for cables, man. And it's like, oh, well, these are higher quality HDMI. And it's like, it's a digital cable.
Yeah.
It's either 0-1, the signal gets there, or 1-0, it doesn't. Like it either gets there or it doesn't. There's no like if, ands, buts, or maybes about it. But yeah, they that was a definitely an interesting time. So you got your first camera at H.H. Gregg.
Yep. I think my first flat screen, 32-inch for Christmas.
Right.
That was from them. What else did I buy from them? I don't think I got nothing else.
No?
Nope. I think I got the camera and TV, and I said, I'm out. I think that was it.
That's it.
That was it.
And so you started doing video originally.
Yes, started doing video.
So what transitioned you from video into photography?
I was getting out of high school right at the time. Well, no, I was out of high school at the time.
Okay.
So right after high school, everybody still has parties.
Right.
All the seniors, all the cool kids, we would go to all the parties. I would have the camera. So I would take the camera with me. All the homies, hey, Chris, get a flick for me, get a flick. Go to the party. Oh, Chris at the party. Hey.
So wait, you went to the party to do video, but because
I went to the party to go kick it.
Oh,
with the homies. I think I posted a meme. It was like when somebody asked you to go out and they like, hey, bring the camera with you.
Oh,
that's what it was.
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? All right, it's cool. I'll bring the camera tonight. All right, cool. Go there. Supposed to be flicking up all the friends.
Right.
Man, get in there. Everybody. Hey, Chris, come over here. Get this picture. I'm like, man. You know what? I'm just go ahead and try some more. Kept learning. Just kept at it.
So you just kept taking pictures.
Kept taking pictures.
Now, okay, so when they were hitting you up and was like, hey, catch this flick real quick, were you charging them at that point, or were you just doing it to learn?
I was doing it to learn.
Okay.
I would say the first year or two, I probably was doing stuff for free. I ain't even gonna lie.
So you did it. So basically, you did it the right way.
Yep. I wasn't about to charge nobody nothing. I ain't know what I was doing. All I was doing pushing a button. If I knew that flash was going off, I was cool. I didn't care what it looked like.
Recently, there seems to be a lot of shall we say, beginners that come in the game.
Oh yeah. Yes. Hey.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to get back to this journey that you took. So you got into photography. You started shooting for the friends. Started shooting more and more, learning. That camera that you got, was it did it have interchangeable lenses, or was it just so it had interchangeable lenses? So now, did you start, once you started shooting more, what did you upgrade first? Did you upgrade the body first or the lens first?
The lens.
Lens?
Yep.
Smart man.
Lens.
I knew real quick, just so people know, like, I know the answers to all these questions, but you don't. So I need to ask them so that you can hear it, even though I already know. Okay. Yeah. Now back to Mr. Goody. I mean, that's how it goes with, like, when you do a podcast, talk show, anything with friends. We've clearly talked about this stuff before. You know what I mean? But people listening, all 15?
15.
All
okay.
15
Oh,
of
we got a
them?
What's Goody in there with 3 hearts. What's up, Angie? I see you.
Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Look, Chris get all the love.
Hey, man.
Chris get all the love. Yeah, we got a whole 15. We might have a record-breaking stream today.
Oh, snap. Here we go.
A record-breaking stream.
Here we go.
So you started shooting more, started upgrading. You said you started charging people about a year in. Now, when you first started charging, was it at that point that you decided that this was something that you were going to, like, pursue as a career path, or was it still just something that was just something that you were doing on the side?
That was probably, at that point, I was still doing it on the side.
Just on the side?
Yep, because I was still learning.
So at what point did you become the Chris Goody that we see before us right now?
Man, when I first started, nobody knew who I was.
Right. Okay.
I would go to a concert. I'm in the media pit, wherever, seeing all the camera guys. Hey, man, what's up? What's up?
So you were still able to get into the media pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friends when they perform.
Gotcha. That man.
Reach out. Reach out. Network. Friends that's performing, DJs, promoters.
Right.
That's how you get your start in to that photography and video world. But yeah, that was it.
So the media pit was the start. I didn't have my glasses.
You didn't have this. Oh
yeah.
Look at that.
So the media pit was basically the start of the Chris Goody that we see before us right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I was in the pit one day, and I believe it was Kevin Church.
Okay. Oh, Churches?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what concert it was, and everybody. The rules in the pit is introduce yourself. Don't get in front of everybody.
Right.
That media etiquette, the etiquette side.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we were there. And I'm like, hey man, how you doing? Boom. He was like, I'm Kevin. I was like, I'm Chris. He was like, Goody? I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh snap, yo, that's so dope to meet you. And then after that, it was like I kind of had to get out more, and all that. So it was basically just me and other photographers working together, because we gonna see each other sooner or later in the media pit.
You know what's hilarious is I'm willing to bet, even though you say nobody knew who you was, I'm willing to bet a bunch of people knew who you were, and you probably just didn't realize that they knew who you were.
I don't know. I really don't know, man. I really feel it was like they knew the work. But
that's what's most important, right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's another thing. I kind of want to talk about as well. Is it almost seems like in current, was that somebody knocking at the door?
I don't know.
Oh, it almost seems like in current times, all of the people that, like usually all of the cultures where the work usually speaks for you. You know what I mean? Like any type of artist or things like that, where it's like usually the art is what speaks. Like if you're a producer, the music is what speaks. If you're a photographer, your work is what speaks.
Yeah. We got Aretha in here. Okay, what's up, Aretha? We got, let's see, Rebecca. All right.
Oh, Chris doing the shout outs.
Aretha says, what inspired you to keep shooting?
Ooh,
that's a good one. And she got a follow-up too. That's nice. Okay.
What's the follow-up?
What do you like most about photography?
Oh man.
What inspired me to keep shooting?
Yeah, let's start there.
Being able to, knowing that eventually I wanted to be able to travel around doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Meeting more people that's doing the same thing I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
I am not mad at that. What about what was the other question? What do you love? What do you like most about photography?
The memories. Yeah. You go to a concert, that might be somebody's first concert. They're going to remember that picture. You shoot a family's wedding, they remember that picture because that's the favorite picture that they like during the whole day.
You're right. You are absolutely right about that.
Those memories.
Yeah. Wow. So even though you're shooting for them, the thing you like the most is the memories as well.
And their reaction.
Okay.
As soon as they get they literally call you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love these pictures.
So that's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm.
I don't. As people know, I dabble in photography. I do not do weddings.
I do a couple.
This isn't a diss. I am not built that way. That is a lot of pressure.
It is. But that's when you have, your little group.
The last thing I want to do is mess up somebody's wedding.
Oh. They can tear you apart.
I like, okay, so for me, I like doing photography when it's just like fun stuff. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. If the shoot doesn't work out, it's not, you know what I mean? When people ask me if I'm a photographer, I always tell them no. It's just a really, really expensive hobby that I take part in. I mean, I stay on top of like the latest things and stuff like that. Like I'm a professional, you know what I mean? But nah, I don't even. That's a lot of pressure when it comes to like important stuff like that, like a wedding, maternity pictures, things like that. It's like, man, if I mess up, you get one shot. you got
maternity pictures. You got 9 months.
You do.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait. That's all.
But a wedding, you got one shot to get it right.
A wedding. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and if something goes wrong, it's curtains.
And I've
DJ'd enough weddings and seen things go wrong enough to know that it's not for me. That is not the move for me at all whatsoever. At all. I'm just not the one. So the photo pit at concerts is what started graduating you to the next level. Yeah. When did you start doing like press photos and portraits and things like that? Did that come first, or was it the concerts and shows for your friends that came first?
Yeah, it was the concerts and shows with the friends, and then like I said, them networking. They're artists. They're networking with promoters and getting on shows that's coming to the area, and so I kind of like did the same thing. I was going there and I'm like, okay, who's the promoter? Hey man, how you doing? Introducing yourself. Hey, would you mind if you need any photos? Let me know.
Okay.
And I kept doing that a couple of times, and I worked well with a guy out here in Cleveland, Troy. He was like the first person to put me on to like the big shows.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So now you've graduated to doing shows, and then from there, you went to start doing portraits and studio work. So what got you into studio work? Like, what started that?
I had a friend. He actually had a video shoot. He was like, hey, man, I got a studio I'm renting out. I was like, okay, cool. He was like, can I just come by and get some pictures of me? I get there. I didn't know about strobes, anything.
Okay.
And I literally had to ask the owner of the spot.
So you basically learned on the job.
I learned on the job. I'm like, yo, how do I use that light? I don't know how. He was like, you don't know how? And he was an older guy. So I'm like, I don't know how. I'm sorry. He was like, well, I'll teach you, the basics.
Yeah.
And he taught me the stuff. And I'm like, okay. And then that made me want to book again on my own to try to practice. Right. So that's when I had, friends or somebody come by and I'm like, hey, man, you want some photos? I will pay for the rentals and stuff like that just so I can learn myself and don't have to be pressured into doing it just because somebody booked it. So me doing basically trial and error of a studio. And
so the first time or two in there, it was basically somebody asked you if you could do it. You said yeah.
No.
And it was you didn't say yeah?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No. No.
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens. The first person that asked me, they were doing a video shoot, but they had everything there, so they said, "Hey, you mind taking some pictures?"
Okay.
And then I was like, "Oh, well, let me try to use these lights and stuff."
Oh, okay.
So then that's when the owner came out and taught me everything.
Oh, okay. You know? See, I thought you meant they had asked you to do it. And you were like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, man, don't worry. I got it. Yeah, I'm all right, man. I got you.
I got this.
I got this.
Got this under control.
Good. You good. I got you. You good. You all right.
So you did that. You did you started doing more studio work, started learning how to use the lights and everything.
Yep, lighting.
And then from there, did the clientele build or?
Yeah.
So now at this point, are you still doing free shoots?
No, people were just tips. They were just, hey.
Okay, so you were on basically like a donation basis.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. At what point did you feel that you were established enough to start charging for your work?
I wasn't comfortable with it until maybe about 3 to 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've been doing this how long total?
Probably about 6, 7.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So like basically like 4 years in.
Yeah. I was still learning and practicing and me just getting comfortable enough with doing, different types of photography. That was a big thing. So I was like, I know me. I wouldn't want to be charging somebody knowing I can't do what they want.
Right.
Because if I can't do it, I would rather refer somebody I know that can.
See, that makes a lot of sense. And you know what? That's one of the things I like about you too, man. Like, you think in a logical way. I mean, you're a successful dude, so of course you do. But at the same time, what you just said, if I can't do it, I'd rather refer you to somebody that knows how to do it. I feel like in an artistic outlet, there's not a lot of people that do that. There's a lot more people that will say, okay, this is what they want. I don't know how to do it. Let me give them a price, and then I'll figure out how to do it. So that you got people hitting you up.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let's just say I was shooting a goat in a field. How do I blur out the background so that
it's like, man. Whew.
So 4 years in is when you actually started charging for your work. Okay.
Yep,
Okay. Now, when you started charging, obviously you were charging a lot less than you do now.
Yeah. Yeah. Bankroll. It's like, no, I'm kidding.
How were those first few conversations? Now, the people that you were charging, were these people that you had already shot, and then you were like, "Hey, I'm starting to charge now." How were those first few conversations? Were they understanding, or did they kind of like, "Hey, man, like we've been doing this for free for X amount of time, and now you want money?"
Now you want some money? No, no. I actually broke it down to them. At the time, I was like, trying to get a new camera. If you want better quality. I got to pay for this. If you want a rental for the studio, you want all the big shebang.
Yeah.
It's going to cost.
Okay.
And, they were open to it.
Okay.
I might have had maybe 1 or 2 people that was like, man, that's too much. All right, man.
Did they eventually come around?
Yep. They did. Yep. Yep. Come on back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Come on back.
Come on back.
I welcome you back with open arms and an open pocket.
Yep.
So, fast forward to might as well fast forward to now. So now I feel like you're doing stuff all over the place, man. You've done stuff with MGK. You've done stuff with 107.9. Didn't you go shoot at the BET Awards as well?
BET Awards, yeah.
Did you shoot at the All-Star Game as well?
I wish I did. I wish I did.
Maybe I'm hyping them up a little too much.
Yeah, a little too much. It's cool,
I mean, but you've traveled. You've shot out and didn't you shoot out in Vegas?
Yep,
a little
Vegas.
bit?
Yeah, my buddy of mine that did music.
Yeah.
He ended up bringing me out, and that was like my first time ever going to the West Coast.
Really?
West Coast. I'm like, man. Got on that flight. I said, how long is this flight? He was like, oh, 6.5 hours, sir. I'm like, oh, I'm going to sleep.
It's a lot hotter out there than it is out
gosh.
here.
It rained.
Really?
Yep, it rained a lot when I went.
Really? Huh. You never really hear about raining in Vegas.
Yep, it was hot.
You shot in Atlanta too, right?
Yep, Atlanta. Yep.
Okay.
Atlanta was cool. They got a lot of gnats. Oh my God. Woo, them gnats, man.
Was that a radio station thing or?
No, that was with he with the radio station Incognito.
Okay.
But we went down there just for a family trip. He went to see his family and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Showed me his hometown. So we just went down there for like a couple of days and just shot some stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
You did a little bit of video work too down there while you were there, right?
Yep,
okay.
we did.
Okay.
We actually got to go to the Cam Kirk photo studio down there. That was pretty dope.
Oh, okay.
That was one thing I was like hyped up to go to.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Nice. Oh, 12 viewers, man. We're
we
going
got
strong.
12.
We staying steady.
We got 12.
Super steady.
Yes.
So now we're here. You're working consistently. Yeah. Let me ask you this: with obviously one of the big things going on right now is the pandemic. How did that affect artistically? How did that affect you? Obviously, you worked less, but did you still stay sort of consistent, or was there a huge dip in the work you were doing? And follow-up question: once things started loosening up a little bit, did you notice a spike in people booking you as opposed to like before and after?
Yeah, the pandemic actually like slowed things down a lot. I'm really big on like the concerts that come to town and the shows that everybody has. I like to go to them, and photograph for people. And but yeah, like there's no shows, so it's kind of like you kind of stuck.
Yeah,
with limiting what.
Oh, you know what? You're right. If there's no concerts, there's no concert photography.
Ain't no concert. You
can't do that. You can't do that over FaceTime. So
you cannot. No. No. But yeah, man, the concerts was like my big thing. I was like, and this year I wanted to try sports photography and oh man, what a food photography.
Okay.
Those are two things I wanted to try this year, but kind of put it on the backside.
Yeah.
With the COVID and everything, but even with now when things was starting to open up, I was feeling more comfortable going out, but in smaller groups.
Yeah.
Doing pictures with, maybe 4 or 5 less people.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
And I always tell people when they do get pictures, I'm not want to have 20 people around when I'm only shooting 2 people.
Yeah.
There's really no need for
that. Brings up another question. When shooting artists and things like that, obviously before the pandemic, you would have artists that would bring these huge entourages with them whenever they would come to do shoots.
Yeah,
I've been there for a bunch of them with you. Did you notice that slowed down at all after the pandemic? Like people didn't show up with as many people, or are some people that's just what they do? I
tell them, like I'm like, hey, it's
a pandemic. So you let them know.
I let them know, hey, it's a pandemic. I'm not about to be around 10 of y'all coughing and sneezing. No, y'all gotta go. But I never had like no problem with people,
Right.
Like, oh man, I got people downstairs. Hey, I'm sorry. They gotta be downstairs.
They just gonna have to wait. They're gonna have to be out there.
Yeah. They're gonna have to wait. Ain't gonna take us long. Ain't gonna take us long at all.
We gonna get this done quick. Yeah, you work pretty fast. Actually, I've seen you work pretty quick, man.
I used to be like every time, like I'm just taking the whole time. But now it's like I got in the groove. I know how I want the lighting set up and all that. So it's kind of like boom, boom. I'd rather just get everybody in and out.
Yeah.
That way it's not in there for 3 hours, just in there sweating and all that. Talking about my hair and all my makeup. My makeup is coming off. I'm sorry. But that's why I try to be,
So I'm assuming muscle memory plays a pretty big role in what you do.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Whenever you switch camera, because I know you upgraded not too long ago. We all did. All of us did. When you went from, because you used to shoot on a 6DD, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you went from the 6DD to the 5D Mark III or II?
That was about the third or fourth camera.
Yeah, but we're starting there.
Okay. All right. We ain't want to go to Rebel. Right. We ain't going to Rebel days. Rebel Day. Okay, I feel it. Yeah, man. I started with the 60 D, man. Yeah.
We don't need to go that far back.
I definitely did the 60 D. Yeah.
When you upgrade camera bodies, do you notice that there's a learning curve where you're not as fast as you normally are until you figure out where everything is at?
Yeah, I would say going from the crop sensor to the full frame. Even though it's, a wider image and all that, it's still like, okay.
I mean, the body's different.
Bodies is different most.
There's a whole ass joystick on there.
Whole joystick. You could run.
Yeah.
Like a PS4.
Yeah.
Man.
I think for me, clearly I am not near the photographer that you are, but for me, I never really got into a groove of using a camera because I switch cameras so often, and not that I switch so often, but I'll go from using a 5D to a GoPro to, you know what I mean? Like so many different times that I never really, as far as photography, I never really get in the groove of like one thing that I notice is when you shoot, you don't look at your camera. So like I look at my camera, I do a bunch of stuff, I'll shoot, look at it, change some things. One thing I noticed with you is that you shoot and then sometimes you'll glance at the image, but then you're doing stuff here. Yeah, you just know where everything's at. So you're just.
Yeah, you got to remember.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's not me.
You got to remember that. Second button from the right, ISO. White balance. First one on the left.
See, I literally just found that out right now when you said it.
Man, see, there you go. You're learning something, man. You're learning.
Got to learn something every day. Every day we learn
it. To.
So, yeah, I don't know where any these cameras here. I don't know where none of this stuff on there is. If you ever see me doing this and I'm not looking at it, I'm faking. I'm just
looking the part.
Yeah, you just got to look the part.
Look the part.
So. Obviously, post-pandemic, you don't like big entourages in the studio with you when you shoot. Now, did you say that the people booking you, it kind of went up a little bit after the pandemic? Obviously, were people just trying to get out and get shots done, and like were they just like cabin fever, like yo, I just need to get these pictures done like right now?
A lot of them, they're music artists, and they, I got a project dropping, and I need some pictures for the cover.
Right.
Like, okay, cool. But then, you got some that like family pictures. They still want their pictures done. But they understand the social distancing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we can go to the park. That's perfectly fine. I won't cough on little baby Tony right here the whole time, so. But yeah, man, it was that a lot of people, they understand like that pandemic stuff is serious. And that's what a lot of people got to understand.
Right.
We're going to have this for a little bit.
I feel it's going to be around for a little while. Things aren't going to be exactly how they used to be. Hopefully we get back to something that resembles normal, but that's a whole ass conversation for another day.
It definitely is.
That we will definitely have.
This pandemic ain't nothing. I seen somebody with a designer mask the other day.
A designer mask?
Yeah, like a Gucci mask. I know they don't sell that on Gucci. Hey.
You think they made that, or you think they...
I don't know.
Speaking of, I'm gonna need your mom to make me another mask.
Hey,
man.
shout out to Mom. I got a green one today.
Did
I got
you?
A green one. I got
Mom, is she in here right now? Is she in?
No, she probably crocheting something right now.
I will. When you talk to her, see if she can make me another mask. Somebody got me for mine.
Oh, see,
man, listen.
I love that handmade at home from the mama.
Right. They got me, man. They got me. It was very, very troubling. Very troubling. So, one of the things. Let me loosen up because we about to get into it.
We about to go in.
One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about. This is something that we both have experience in. It's working with models.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use the term models loosely. Let's say models.
Ooh,
let's say
quotation?
That. Oh yeah, gotta hit them with the air quotes. Working with models. How do I approach this? Delicately, if you will.
Mom Duke said she got you, by the way.
Oh! Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bobby Boucher said he seen somebody with the LV, the Louis Vuitton one.
Really?
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton?
See, Bobby, I know I wasn't the only person that did.
Mr. Bobby Boucher.
I noticed. Yes, sir. I knew somebody had it. I knew somebody else seen him. Because I sure did and was laughing.
What, with a Louis Vuitton face mask?
I feel well they don't sell that.
I feel like at that point, what's the point of that? Like, what are you really trying to prove at that point?
You don't gotta match that much during COVID.
Nah, I feel like it's unnecessary.
It's not a flex.
No,
because we still got Corona around,
and everybody's got masks. It's not like you.
Ain't nobody about to stop you at the store. Hey man, I like your mask.
Yeah,
no, ain't none of that. Do you got your mask on? That's what we need to know. That's what it is.
So, Mr. Chris Goody.
Yes.
About these models, man.
Oh my goodness.
About these models.
Yeah.
Have you noticed an influx of let's say Insta models?
Insta models. Okay.
Popping up out of the woodworks during the these troubling times, if you will.
My God. It's a lot.
Okay, let me before we go all the way over there, let me ask you this. Whenever you're working with models or self-proclaimed models, I want to separate the two so that I'm not putting a blanket statement out there. Do you notice that not do you notice, but do you have situations where somebody contacts you to do a shoot, right? Because they like your work and they want to do a shoot with you. And then when you start talking numbers and start talking prices, all of a sudden it turns into
Luigi Mansion ghost leaving. Luigi Mansion ghost. They gone.
Now, what...
You like the game reference. I know it.
He said Luigi's Mansion. They just ghost. Now, do you think that's because they're not putting the value within their work, or they're not putting the value within your work, or a combination of the two?
It's a combination of the two.
Okay.
You gotta invest.
Exactly. Which is part of the other point that I was going to talk about in a little bit, but we'll get back to that. But please continue.
Yeah, you got to invest.
Right.
Because you want quality work, the quality equipment, that kind of stuff. It's not free.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So it's like people can tell the difference from a phone and a camera.
Which brings funny you should mention that, sir. Perfect. Man, you are on a roll. That's a beautiful segue. Ooh. I was having a conversation not too long ago with someone who I'm not going to put their name on blast, but they are they're a business owner.
Yeah.
And their business is OnlyFans.
Okay.
And it's a business.
Yeah.
You're a business owner. And the thing that I was saying to her was, me and you have talked about this as well. I was saying to her is, hey, why don't you invest in your company? Right? Like in order to make money, you got to put money in. And, and sometimes you put more money in than you make out, but that gets you to a point to where you're making more money. And I was accused of mansplaining.
What?
What? Yeah. I was accused of mansplaining to her on how to run her page. And it's not what I tried to explain to her. I was like, it's not what I'm doing. It's content creation, right? So if you have an OnlyFans page, we'll call it an OF page, just in case there's kids in here watching. If you have an OF page, right, you're now a content creator. You're the same as a YouTuber. You're the same as what I'm doing here on Facebook. You're the same as a Twitch streamer. You're a content creator. So what I was talking to her, content creator to content creator, as somebody who creates content. Most of the time I've created content for other people. Now I'm creating content for myself. And you are also someone who creates content. Content creator to content creator, what I was saying is sometimes you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in your content. And that goes back to, like shooting models when models approach you. And just so people know, we're not talking about just female models. There's male models. There's anybody is a model. So we're just saying models as a blanket term. At times when approached to shoot by some models, obviously, it's almost like they almost get offended when you start talking about, okay, well, this is what I charge, or this is what it will cost to do what it is that you're trying to do. And they almost get offended at that. And do you think that that's for me, I see that as someone who is not investing within themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you got to obviously put money in. You got to build your portfolio. Stuff like that costs money. You already made your investment. You bought your camera. You bought your lenses. You bought your lights. You did all that already.
I'm giving you the quality.
Exactly. You're giving them the quality images, and that stuff costs money. And I tend to notice, because I've been there a few times when people have talked to you about doing a shoot, and they get funny with the money, and then they're like, oh, well, I can get it for cheaper, or I could do this, I could do that, right?
Yeah.
And then I end up seeing the photos they end up with after they went and got it for cheaper.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it kind of looks like a cell phone shot.
Hey, I'm just saying. It's only one Chris Goody. It's only one Thaiger. You know? Hey.
So how do you deal with people trying to lowball you when they're trying to book you for a shoot? How do you deal with when people try to just come in and like cut you off at the kneecaps?
I just tell them, hey, this is what's included. This is what you're getting.
Right.
And, and they know the quality. I have them go to the website now.
Okay.
I use my Instagram very rarely because I still plan my posts. But I'm just taking a break from the IG, but I'm still posting on my website. So that's where you're gonna see the work. Okay. I'd rather send you to my website so that way you see everything, that the quality basically you get. And then when they book it, they understand like this is what we what we getting. We're gonna get something good.
So are your current prices and everything listed on the website?
No.
Or okay, so that's a conversation that happens after. Okay. Now, what does that conversation usually look like? Now, we're not talking numbers or anything, but
I need a 10,000, 10,000, and I'm there.
What does that conversation usually look like? Like, do people try to bargain? Like, does it?
I tell people I work with budgets.
Okay.
If it's out of their budget, I'll just ask them, "What's the budget you want to stay within?"
Okay.
If it's reasonable, we can work something out.
Okay.
And most of the time, they understand. They're like, oh, man, I appreciate that. And then, they're more willing to work with you because they understand, like, hey, he looked out.
Right, right.
So I had a couple of shoots like that where I basically it was out of their budget. And it wasn't nothing like crazy, like 10,000, 5,000. It wasn't even a couple hundred, I was just like, hey, I'm working with budgets. If you want me to take the picture, I'm honored for real.
Yeah, especially in this day and age right now. Man. People are a little, it's a little. The belts are a little tighter than they used to be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wanted to ask you about your Instagram. You said you're taking a small break from Instagram.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something before. You said you plan your posts. So when you're planning out a post to Instagram, is it like a block of posts, or is it something where you you plan out like one or two pictures, or do you plan like in groups of 3, groups of 6, or something like that?
I'm planning in groups of 3.
Okay.
Because once I seen that, I was like, I like how I look on the page. It's colors, everything, and it still look in order. Yeah. I might switch it around where it's kind of like, boom, it's a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
So you might see the same 3.
Yeah.
On the right column, and then in the middle,
okay.
The same 3 in the middle, that kind of thing. But I'll switch it up sometime.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up. So you planted it in groups of 3. Now, is that so that you keep so it looks more uniform when somebody goes to your page?
Yeah. That was a big thing I always noticed when people look at, Instagram pages. They want it to look clean. Right. You look at some pages, it's party flyers. Yeah. Selfie outside. Then it's somebody. He's
talking about my Instagram page right now.
He got 2 pages. Two. Okay. 2 pages.
My main page is just
it's flyers here.
Flyers. There might be some food somewhere. A motorcycle I don't ride.
PS5 promo. Just all types of stuff on that page.
Oh, man.
But no, planning out, your IG is like a big thing for you. That sets you apart from some.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Who are some of some of the photographers that you either look up to, or some of the photographers that maybe you follow on YouTube or something like that, or that inspire you in some way?
Oh man, what is?
First of all, number one is me. Just so y'all know, we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. But other than me,
we're gonna go ahead and throw that in there. Thaiger, 39. I want to say his name is Kato. That is Diddy's photographer.
Okay.
Yeah, he got some clean work.
Okay.
Super clean work. I actually talked to him once on IG.
Really?
Yeah, I got lucky and they opened the phone and stuff, and that was when he was going on a tour with everybody, and they were going to I believe Columbus.
Oh, okay.
And he had made a post like, if any photographers in the area, want to come shoot the show, send me a DM or something like that, and I sent them a DM. But then I think he hit me up like an hour before the show when I'm all the way here in Cleveland. Yeah. I'm like, I ain't gonna make it, bro.
Yeah,
hey, it's cool, bro. I'll catch you next time. But yeah, him, Cam Kirk down in Atlanta.
Okay.
Super dope dude. He does Gucci Man, Ray Shermer, everybody in Atlanta, when they go to Atlanta, they know where to go.
Mm-hmm. So he's that dude.
Yeah, he's that dude.
Okay.
And Magic City's across the street. I didn't go there. I didn't go, but it's across the street from the studio.
You just happen to know that.
Yeah, it's right there. You can look out the window and see it right there. So that's how a lot of people, they probably stop in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cam Kirk, Kato. I want to say Casey McPerry.
Okay.
Yeah, he went on tour with MGK a couple years ago. Super dope dude, man. Jordan Wise is what everybody called him.
Okay.
He was MGK's last videographer and photographer. So all them guys super dope.
Right.
And Casey McPerry's IG is like wild.
Really?
His is like a puzzle piece. Like if you look it up, he'll have a photo and a video playing in one post at the same. It's crazy. It's super crazy.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, those is like the good ones that I really look up to.
Okay.
I'm on IG. I'll go search their page and look. Just find stuff.
And then now, whenever you do that, do you sometimes see stuff and say, "Hey, I want to try that," and just go out and give it a try, or do you just like their work and just like to look at their work?
I just like looking at their work, man. Like now, it's like a lot of people doing like film photography.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't dabbled in film photography yet, but maybe
I feel like that's a really expensive hobby right now.
Gosh. You gotta find the film.
Yeah, you gotta
buy it.
Yeah.
And you gotta freeze it or something and put it in a refrigerator and stuff.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not about to put that next to my meal.
I'm not trying to do all that.
I'm not doing that.
I just want to buy an SD card, put it in the camera, keep it pushing.
Yep, I'm
good. Another conversation that I was having with somebody that I feel like you are perfect to speak on is I am of the belief that content is king. Mm-hmm. Content. If you're an artist, if you are no matter what it is that you do, mm-hmm. I feel like content is one of the most important things that you can have out there to push your business. You feel the same way, yes?
Yeah. Even now, a big thing is like the sports photography.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of the ball players and stuff. They have their own photographer and stuff now.
And that's exactly what I was getting to. Mm-hmm. How important is it as an up and coming artist? How important is it to connect with, a content creator, a photographer, a videographer? How important is that to have that in your camp? Somebody that is always, available to do photos for you, or do video for you. As far as trying to get somewhere as an artist, how important is that?
That might be top 3 most important thing.
Right.
If you're an artist, that's your top 3.
Okay.
If you got an album dropping, don't just drop the album. We're going to need a teaser.
Yeah.
We want a teaser.
Yeah.
We want some promo. Mm-hmm. You got to have a concept, and your concept got to match your content.
Right. So promo shots, press photos, headshots, things like that. Behind the scenes footage.
A big thing. Behind the scenes is always good. Recaps for studio sessions, concerts and stuff like that. All these big concerts now, they got a video team.
Right.
They make sure that they gonna have a recap.
I feel like a lot of the big artists in general have a whole ass video team.
Yeah.
Like
the smart ones.
Yeah.
The smart ones. Yeah. The smart ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That, I feel like content is probably more important than even like, your look or whatever. I feel like your content, you should be, especially if you're an artist, if you're a front person, a lot of what we do is behind the scenes.
Yep.
So if you're a front person, I feel like you should be dropping something at least once a week, every week, whether it be a song, whether it be a short video, whether it be, some art, some graphic design, something. You should be dropping something at least once a week. Now, let me ask you this. In the photography world, one thing that I notice is there's kind of an issue with people getting credit for their work.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that? Like, do you notice an influx of people using people's work and then not crediting them properly, or like even with celebrities? Like, have you ever been in a situation? Obviously, you don't have to put anybody on blast, but have you ever been in a situation where a celebrity has posted something that you shot? Because I know you shot a bunch. Yeah. Have you ever posted something that a celebrity or artist or whatever, or have they posted something that you've shot and not properly credited you?
Oh yeah, I had that happen before, but like me, I'm so humble, man. I'm just like, you know what? I'll go in the comment, hey, appreciate you. Glad you like the picture. Hashtag photo by Chris Goody, something. So then they see it. But nowadays, with Instagram stuff, you can share posts.
Yeah.
So even if they do post it on their page,
you just share it. Okay.
Yep. And then, most people, like friends and stuff, they'll go on there and say, oh man, Chris Goody took this picture. That was a dope picture. That kind of thing. So it works out, but I never really let it get to me for real. Yeah. I'm just still, happy to be able to like go to a concert and just shoot the concert and film it and stuff like that and give them the photos. Because even then, it's like, that's tough to do. It is. Like, you can't just go to a concert and just be like, oh, here go the pictures. No. Yeah. You got to go through 3-4 people just to get an email. Right. To send out the pictures, so.
I feel like at this point in your career, too, people know your work. So whenever they see a shot and it's by you, people tend to, if you're not credited, I feel like they start blowing up the comment section like, yo, this is a Chris Goody photo.
Yeah, they definitely do, man. I had somebody on social media. I think I did a shoot with somebody, and then somebody I previously shot with, they was like, as soon as I seen that picture, I knew who did it.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh man. I was like, okay, cool. Or you get in a comment, who took this picture? Oh, you already know who did it. I'm like, come on, man. But yeah, man, that I definitely get. I get a lot of love from the pictures and stuff, so that's cool.
That's dope. That's dope. It's I've always felt like it's kind of a tone deaf thing to do to like take someone's work, post it, and then not credit them at least. Because a lot of times, like, especially with like bigger names, a lot of the photos that they post, like a lot of times those people didn't get paid for that picture. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like the least they could do is credit them, and then they could possibly drum up business just from being credited. You know what I mean?
I see a lot of that on like, social media, like especially like Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah. People always saw, I think, I forgot what artist. Some artists, they ended up, passing away, and a photographer ended up posting like a picture, like, oh, R.I.P. and stuff. Right. And I think like the record label like used it, was trying to use it for like an album cover.
Oh, a whole ass record label?
Yeah. But like the dude was like, established, and everybody was like on there like, yo, y'all can't do that. Like that's not. Yeah. Y'all didn't get the rights, to the picture.
Nah, not at all.
And that kind of thing. But yeah, like it's a nice little community of photographers that know people's work, and they look out, and stuff like that. But I never had that happen before. But yeah, I really don't. I take it with a grain of salt. If that's the line, I take it with a grain of salt. I'm just thankful I'm able to take the pictures.
That's wild. That's wild. So they tried to.
I believe they tried to
use the photo for a whole ass album cover.
Yeah, it was either album cover or a single. No credit. Nothing.
Who does that?
Posted it. Nothing. Had to just go on the comment. Hey man, who took this picture? Just comment who did it. Like,
oh, they no credit, nothing.
And that's the thing. Is like, just a lot of people that want the pictures, like depending on if the newer ones, I noticed they want the credit.
Mm-hmm.
But like the ones that've been in it for a while, they're like, yo, it's all good. It's cool, man.
They know the game by now.
Yeah, it's cool. So we don't really stress it,
Do you think that with some of the artists, do you think it's their handlers that are doing that? Like, you think their handlers are the ones that are doing the posts, and so they don't credit, or you think the artists themselves are also like posting it?
I'm sure some artists have like somebody that does their page, or the artist might be hands on with the page.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like if somebody else is running it, they more than likely won't tag the person.
Yeah.
But if like the artist has it and they know, they like, hey, I know who took this picture. Boom.
Right.
I'm gonna tag them.
Okay.
That kind of thing. So it works out for real. It's just always, like I said, getting credit for a picture is cool. I'm like, I'm good. I'm just I'll send you the picture.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm about the art. So
yeah. Like me, and like when I first started, I probably would have been mad. I'd be like, dog, I took that picture. That picture's so raw.
When you're trying to build clientele,
I'm like, yo, tag me. Trying to go on tour and stuff, But like now, it's just like I'm like, yo, I appreciate everything.
Right.
So yeah.
Good thing. Let me ask you this. I see a lot of people that a lot of bigger photographers that talk about, like their reasonings for doing it. And obviously, you do it for the love. The money's nice, but you do it for the love. One thing that I notice is the people that say the most that money doesn't matter either have a lot of it.
Right. Cash money.
Yeah, either have made a ton of it already from doing what they love, or like they make their money somewhere else. Like, okay, one thing that I tend to say a lot with photography is the money doesn't matter. I don't care about that. But it's not my career.
Right.
You know what I mean? As somebody who is a career photographer, obviously you have your love of doing photography. That's clear. That's apparent. You don't get as good as you are without having a passion for it. At the same time, clearly the money is also an aspect of that. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not the only reason you're doing it.
Right.
Nobody's saying that, but you don't want to move backwards. Like, you don't want to be making, you don't want to be charging less this year than you did last year.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So when faced with a situation like, like, have you ever been questioned as to why you charge so much, or, has that ever come up? Has anybody ever been, oh, well, why do you charge so much, man? You're supposed to be doing this for the love, or anything like that. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
No?
Nope. I had somebody say I was Hollywood. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody said I was Hollywood because I wouldn't do something for them. I forgot what it was. But they told me it was some camera related. They was like, bro, why don't you do it? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm good. It just wasn't like my lane for real.
Oh, so it wasn't even a situation where they were trying to pay you less. It was just literally something that's like, that's not my department.
Yeah, like I'm cool. Like, I don't do that. They was like, oh man, that's Hollywood, bro. But you'll see me somewhere else.
Yeah.
And be dapping me up and everything. I'm like, hey man, sorry.
So that's Hollywood. Not wanting to do something that you don't normally do.
Yeah.
Is hot.
I'm like, hey, okay, man.
Man, that's interesting.
Yeah. I just looked down and said, okay, dog, it's cool.
I mean, that's actually a good question. How often do you get asked to do things that you would consider outside of your wheelhouse?
Not too often. Like now it will be a lot of video work.
Yeah.
I dabble in it a little bit, but like earlier, if I know somebody that can do it, I'll bring them in. I'll shoot extra footage for them, and I'll let them edit. And I'll make sure credit is given and stuff like that. But yeah, like video work is something that a lot of people been asking me to do. That I just don't. I don't just jump right in and just be like, hey man, I can shoot your video. I can do all of that. Yeah. I just hey, I can do a recap. I can definitely do a recap. I definitely can.
How often do you get asked to shoot content for like even in this day and age? Do you often get asked to shoot content for free?
No.
No. So people
It's always
okay.
Even if no numbers, like the people that I worked with, if I go somewhere, they'll basically like I'll shoot the pictures, and then afterwards they'll sit down and say, okay, how much we owe?
Okay.
Do we need to give you anything? And sometimes be like, yeah, you know, this much, or they be like, no, it's cool for right now.
Okay.
And then they'll eventually bring me back.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, I know on the back end, I got something coming at least, you know, because I'm gonna have to come back and do some more work. So, you know, but yeah, a lot of people they understand now.
Yeah. One thing I noticed, I'm not established like you. One thing that I noticed in my experience is that, and this goes back to a previous conversation, people will ask me to shoot stuff for free that they plan on making money off of.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Really? You about to sell that? Oh, man.
Like they're gonna make money from it, but they're asking me to donate my services. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
I'm not donating my time if you're about to sell it.
Yeah, if you're selling it,
there ain't no way.
Especially if I know off rip that you're selling it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing is if we did, you know, let's say we did a shoot, you uploaded it, and then eventually, like, down the road, you made some money off of it. Like, at that point, it's whatever. But if it's literally for, you know, your content that you're making money off of, you know, no matter what that may be, if it's something that you're doing that you're making money off of, like, it doesn't make sense to ask somebody to come and do that for free.
Make your money, but you gotta invest.
Yeah, 100% make 100% make your money.
Gotta,
you know, I'm not mad at anybody for making their money. Do what you do, but at the same time, you can't expect other people to make the money for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And if you're asking people to come and, you know, donate their services, they're basically making the money for you at that point. You know what I mean?
Man,
yeah, that's.
Ooh, I need a new car. Oh man, buy this on my wish list. Buy this on the wish list.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started about wish list.
None of that.
About the wish list.
No.
We know some people.
Yeah, a bunch.
We know some people with some extended wish lists.
Oh my God. iMac Pro. 11 Pro Max. You don't need that. You can't even edit. It's like, no. Can't even edit.
Oh man. I don't think we should we probably shouldn't discuss that at the moment. That's
folks, man. Them people crazy.
Man, listen.
Them people crazy.
Listen. That's the world we're in right now, man. That's where we're at right now.
Top tier. Yeah. Man. Oh my goodness.
Oh, here's a question. What do you edit on? Like, what is your preferred editing suite of choice?
Adobe Lightroom. Got Capture One.
Yeah, I remember we were dabbling in Capture One a little bit. We were messing around with it a little bit. You decided to go back to Adobe?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
I just gotta kind of like sit down and learn it.
Yeah.
I gotta literally like block off just learning how to edit in Capture One.
Okay.
Capture One is good for, you know, the tethering, you know, studio shooting. So that would be something I would want to learn, you know, and do. So that would be something, you know, I want to focus on. But yeah, like I went right back to Adobe.
You went right back.
Right back. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Adobe's cool, man. Besides that monthly fee.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
See, that's the thing I like about Capture One. Like you pay for it, you got it. I think that's the panda at the door. Can you open that for me?
We got a special guest. Hold on.
We got a special guest coming in. Mr. Panda is entering the building currently. There he is, Mr. Pun Fu. Mr. Interrupting the stream. We're about to wrap this up in a minute anyway. What's up, sir? Careful of that chair. The wheel is a little rocky on there. Yeah, we're about to wrap this up right now. Is there any Chris, any questions in the chat right now?
Let me check and see.
Let's see here. Bobby Boucher says, know your worth and stick to it. You're absolutely right, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
You are absolutely right.
That is what I'm talking about right there.
I gotta scroll. I gotta scroll up. Mike, what up, man? What up? Man, your dad is a nut.
What'd he say?
He was like, we
He
got.
probably
Oh,
grilled.
I think he was answering my question about the mask.
Yeah.
He's like, we got you.
Yeah. He said he was trying to grill today.
Oh, is he trying to grill today? If
He
I
asked me.
Brian goes, so we all meeting at Hustlers later for wings and pickle fries.
Oh my god.
Brian, yes. Yes, we are. I have to DJ at Velvet Dog tonight, so I'll be doing that. So if y'all are out and about, feel free to visit me at the Velvet Dog.
The Velvet
what
Dog.
are you getting into tonight, Chris?
I'm going to work.
Oh, Pun, you need to see this, man. Hold on. Look, go ahead and look at the screen. Oh,
Yeah.
graphics.
Yeah, we got graphics.
Graphics now.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the graphics up there.
is
Yeah,
in.
shit's all fancy.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, we're gonna let Chris get out of here.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure having you on, sir. Thank you so
Oh,
much
yeah,
for
for
doing
sure.
this. Even with the technical difficulties, man, it was still a good time.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody where they can reach you? I can obviously I'll put the
We can put
the
that
lower
up.
third on
Lower
there again.
third.
But I know you have, what is your Snapchat?
Chris Goody.
Just Chris Goody.
Yeah. ChrisGoody.
All right, and your Instagram is obviously
Instagram and the Twitter is Chris Goody 23.
Yep,
as you see
it's right
on
there
the
on the screen at Chris Goody 23.
Yeah.
And plug your website really quick.
Oh, that is photosbygoody.format.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put it in the comments to it live. So
All right. Solid.
everybody can check the workout.
Yeah, and everybody, you can reach me at Thaiger39 on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch.
I wasn't thinking.
Anything that's anything, you can find me there.
I should have took the 23 off my name. I should have took it off.
Why do you have the 23 on your name?
Jordan and Michael.
Man, leave it on there, man. Yeah, leave it on there.
You think so?
Yeah,
Leave it on there?
leave it on there.
Oh,
Dude, it's a
man.
done deal now.
It is. Yeah.
People know
Nobody
it now.
call me like 23. It's always like Goody. That's it. They'll never, hey, Chris Goody 23. No. Or they just call me Chris Goody. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot 2 numbers. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man. Well, sir, I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, yeah.
Let me do some exit music.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of smooth. Kind of
Okay.
smoothed out right now. So
All right.
I appreciate you coming on, man. And
Yeah.
we have to do this again really soon.
Yes, sir.
I'm obviously going to iron out some more of the details with, I don't know why Facebook streaming wasn't working with the dual stream. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all for watching. We really appreciate y'all. Really quick, if you would like to donate to the cause, you can go to nowhere because we don't need donations. We good. We already got everything. We're straight. So you
hold
won't.
on. No. We do take donations. Okay? We do. We like Cane's, Chick-fil-A. We like it all.
We like it all.
It's like, no, I'm just kidding, y'all.
But yeah, thank y'all for joining us. And I might do another stream right before I go out. A quick little 2 Endangered Mammals podcast. Maybe. We'll see if I can get everything working. We're definitely going to have Chris Goody back on the stream again. Maybe even next week or just whenever he's free to there's some other topics that I wanted to talk about that we will get into. Maybe some OnlyFans talk because there's some things going on.
Top tier. I'm top 3. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. We are signing off now. If you want to see me tonight, come down to Velvet Dog in Cleveland. Tomorrow night I will be at I'll be opening for One Kosher Cuts at Barley House. So yeah, thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you in the next time. If I do stream in a little bit, I will let everyone know, and maybe y'all could come in and shoot the shit with us in there. But until then, I will see y'all the next time.